the banks of the Ohio River. There's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
11. 11. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Play action. It's Burrow. He sets to fire deep.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the 1st round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Locks throw there, hauled in by Claypool.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because it took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Well, the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury and having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Locke. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. On the give, this is Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Steelers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Out to his left. That is caught. It's Uzama. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Joe Schobert, number 4 in the NFL in tackles last year, in to make the stop.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they go play action now. Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Burrow on 3rd down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
Next score, Steelers 13, Bengals 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
He's got a first down past the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Locke now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Chase Claypool
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Harris going to get it again on second down. Trucks over him. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Locke. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Locke going to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
mighty. 11, mighty. 12, 12, 12.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Check. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
They go play action with Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 14.
51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
At the 23-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big 13. 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. Flush to his right. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. On first down, Mixon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Here we go. Ready? 11 Thomas.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're...
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Locke. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw, Burrow.
Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And he gets this one down to the 24.
93 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
Now Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Mixon. Muscles him off. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's a run with Mixon. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 5.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lock to throw.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One final try for Locke. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
One play at a time.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles.